despise the Mazda 2. Judging by the previous car, you'd be forgiven if your first response was old people. Forgiven because it seems Mazda agrees with you. And faced with an audience that might actually die out any day soon, a serious tactical readjustment is underway. Much like Honda's latest Civic then, the all-new Mazda 2 is a radical departure from the outside. Uninspiring and boxy looking no longer, the new car has more swooping lines and interesting angles than any other current Super Mini. There's even a hint of RX-8 about these heavily contoured front wings. Could it mean? Surely not. Is the Mazda 2 about to become something sporty? Remarkably, yes. Even the middle-ranking 85 bhp 1.3 we've got here is such a joy to drive. Light-footed, alert, responsive, front-end grip and turning are so sharp the Mazda 2 is an antidote to boring journeys. Exactly the kind you usually end up doing in this sort of small car. In fact, with instant throttle response, sorted brakes and, especially, firmly damped suspension, it's almost as if Mazda has gone a step too far and accidentally delivered a hot hatch when all we were expecting was a Super Mini. On UK roads, the ride is easily taut enough to dislodge a set of dentures. It's great fun, but potentially a bit of a shock to the existing clientele. Mazda must be aiming this car at someone else, but who? Before you jump to any conclusions concerning young people of the male persuasion, let's take a look at the interior. The glove box lid, for example, doubles as a magazine rack, and, according to Mazda, the space by the handbrake is actually the handbag slot, suggesting the target market might now be women. Really, it doesn't matter. The Mazda 2 should appeal to anyone looking for a smart-looking, fun-to-drive Super Mini. It's safe too, with a high-tech construction not only delivering 5 Euro NCAP stars, but also a car that, unusually, actually weighs less than its predecessor, helping the fuel economy and lowering emissions. Of course, it can't all be good. Poor refinement means lots of road noise on the motorway, and the engines all sound thrashy when working hard. We love this high-rise gear lever and the crisp gear change, but why doesn't the steering wheel offer reach adjustment? The interior looks great from a distance, but up close it's all nasty, shiny plastics and feels very flimsy in places. The front seats are supportive, they need to be the way this car can corner, but it's cramped in the rear and the boot isn't especially big. Still, at just under £10,000, this TS2 model does include stacks of standard equipment, making it great value. So the Mazda 2 isn't perfect, which probably wouldn't be the end of the world if it didn't compete in a similar price range to the new Fiat 500. While technically a city car, the 500 is really not very much smaller, and as an all-round package simply has charisma to burn. It's in a different league entirely. The Mazda 2 is great to drive, fine to look at, green, safe and likely to be highly reliable. But with competition like that, it's not quite the knockout it needs to be. The good points? The clever lightweight construction means it's great to drive, green and safe. And the value for money makes it a very tempting proposition. On the negative side, the interior quality could be better. There are thrashy engines and indifferent refinement. And frankly, the Fiat 500 tempts us more.